That's empty. Yeah, these 70 106. 106. Oh, west, you go back in service.
Well, welcome back to Live on Patrol. Yeah, it is. Well, just about 6 o'clock here. Kind of the end of rush hour. I hope you had a chance to watch our video over at House of Refuge.
It was pretty amazing.
Yeah, it was amazing, wasn't it? And it's almost, you're almost in disbelief.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, 11:14.
To think that at 1 o'clock, that entire space was empty.
Are there people out looking for him?
And it filled up with good foods. I mean, good quality foods.
Negative. Doesn't look like this is related.
That was really impressive, the job that she's done. And the Sharon Ross, who we interviewed there, the director over there, does an unbelievable job. And
I'll be back in a row.
I did make an appeal for those of you that didn't watch, if you can help her out, because the food gets donated, but the overhead of that building is phenomenal.
Yeah, it is. Thousands of dollars.
It's all coming out of her pocket. I hate to say it, because she's so committed to this effort. Been doing it all year, this year. But they have a GoFundMe page, House of Refuge. House of Refuge GoFundMe page. If you just Google it, you'll find it. And anything you can do to help them would be hugely, hugely helpful. Sorry, we had some glitches in our broadcast. It appears sometimes you have to update things, and when you do update, it might change the settings in your phone and in your stream.
And that's the problem we had. Why we started and stopped a couple times. So when you get into that the first video there, you're going to see what looks like a blank wall because it was a blank wall.
Well, that's the third video. Actually, the first two videos on YouTube, because Facebook wasn't streaming.
Right. So the first one you see on Facebook, if you're looking on Facebook, just jump ahead a couple minutes and you'll get into the actual food shelf. It's amazing. You won't be sorry.
Our community outreach team has been working with her now for several months, but I actually hadn't been down there to see the operation. I couldn't imagine what it was, and holy mackerel.
Yeah, it was something else.
Amazing. So my son came down and helped today. They unload trucks every Wednesday at 1 o'clock. They unload the trucks if you want to help. And then from 5 to 7, people come in and they get to take one grocery cart of food.
Yep.
Pretty amazing, isn't it?
Yep. That's the first and third Saturdays.
Pretty amazing.
And then on
well, that's on Wednesdays. And first and third Saturdays.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Copy address 1403.
So what were we going to say?
I'm sorry. Yeah, every Wednesday from 5 to 7. Did we get on the first and third Saturdays?
Don't know the time.
I'm not sure of the times. It might be 11 to 1.
Yeah, I'm not sure either. But Sharon Ross, what an angel, man. I've never seen anybody that genuine and hardworking and committed all in one, huh?
Yep.
Yeah.
Your wife put it the right way. She is the real deal.
You know, you like to help an operation when you know that the people putting it together are totally committed to it, right?
Absolutely. And everybody there is so committed to it. Was just, they had love and kindness in their eyes. It was really, I'm glad we did that. Thank you for having me along.
Well, we got to highlight good workers. I mean, there's so many people out in the community doing good work that every once a week we got to make sure we get over there, you know, and thank them, you know, for their work. It's good for people to see other people doing great work too. 6 o'clock. St. Rose Bell behind us. We are southbound on Dale.
Hey, got a couple cars, so you backseaters to keep an eye out for. A couple hours ago in the 1700 block of Blair, there was a carjacking at gunpoint, and taken was a gray 2005 Toyota Sienna van, plate number MKE036, Mike Kilo Echo 036. And then at about the same time, involved in a confirmed shots fired in the 1400 block of Farrington, which we actually just drove by, is a brown 2010 Malibu, plate number BYJ Bravo Yankee Juliet 489, BYJ 489. If you see those vehicles, don't text us, call 911, or call 911 first and then text us. Or message us right here on the stream after calling 911.
Yeah.
Better yet.
So how's your stream look there on Facebook? Pretty good?
Looks great. I'm going to tap for a focus. But otherwise, it looks great to me.
Good. Southbound on Dale. Coming up on Minnehaha.
Yeah, got a little mat up there.
He's back here somewhere. I can pull over. That's called the everything seat.
So I'm discovering.
Well, it's not like you don't.
Not the junk seat.
It's not like you don't contribute. You find it?
No.
Okay. Well, this is teamwork, Pat. See, you gotta go over on the other side.
Right.
There
There we go.
You can see those reflections?
Yep.
Huh? Well, that came from Mr. Londrash. Thank you. That purple, that was Purple Up works the best.
Does it? Okay.
Yeah, for some reason. Purple Up, somebody knew something. We got a lot of people. The guy that made the mount. Yeah, I don't think that will show over there.
No.
Mr. Londrash for the purple mat to stop the reflection. All of our tech people. Mike, Kyle, Andy. St. Agnes bells are chiming. run into a lot of good people from St. Agnes in my day.
Well, that's where my wife graduated from.
Yeah. Well, I think the bells just stopped. Mass. I don't know if there is a mass at 6, but there used to be. John Nassef's wife, Helen Hoole, she funded that gymnasium expansion in there.
Who did? I'm sorry.
John Nassef, his
yes.
wife,
Yes.
Helene Hoole, and just did an amazing job building this expansion. Yeah, and I say his wife after he passed away. John, of course, was one of the great benefactors of St. Paul. I mean, maybe that's the wrong term. Well, he helped a lot of people.
Amazing philanthropist.
Philanthropist, yeah. Worked at West Publishing for years for Dwight Opperman. Together they built that company into a worldwide information and publishing empire. And when they finally moved out to Egan off of the River Road there, off of Forest Kellogg, they gave the building that they were in to Ramsey County for $1.
Really?
Yep. The truth of the matter is, behind the scenes, that's why you had a lot of county offices over there for years,
Mm-hmm.
They gave it to the county because they liked the county better than
1512, correct?
city government. Because they couldn't get any help from city government to expand along the river there. They really wanted to stay in St. Paul.
Yeah.
But they wanted to be able to build somewhere downtown and expand where they were at, and they couldn't get any help. I said, fine, we're going to Egan.
Just a phone will be on a team ready.
And then they donated the building to the county. We will try to drive toward the east as much as we can to avoid that setting sun.
Hey, yeah, not a bad idea.
North, south, east, but not west. How are those Newports?
They're them guys here.
How's it going? Good, thank you. Beautiful night, huh?
Yes, sir.
How are you?
How you doing?
Good.
Hello.
What are we up to?
How you doing?
What are we cooking? What are we cooking?
I'm trying to say you don't never come get nothing.
Where's the
here.
truck? Where's the truck?
I don't have my food truck yet. You got 53,000? You want to be my sponsor? No, but I'm inside from
Yeah.
12 to 5.
Yeah.
Okay.
Monday through Friday.
Oh, you are.
They yell at us if we eat while we're on live.
You gotta eat. I mean, what? How are you gonna work?
Good point. Good point.
Well, they only feed us Mountain Dew.
Ew.
That's it. That's it.
There it is.
Ew. No, drink water.
Yeah, we probably should. We probably should drink water.
Right.
How was it today when it was raining? Were there many people in there?
Yeah, it was consistent. It wasn't busy though,
Yeah.
because of the rain. You know, people don't come outside when it's
Right.
Right. I love the daytime working folk crowd.
I love that. That's
Isn't that
the only
nice?
time. I can't be here after this time. After 5 o'clock, I'm like gone. This is family, so I'm like, okay. I put all my stuff in the car. I'm like, okay, well, I'm gonna chat for a little bit with the kids, but then I'm gone. Yeah, I can't be here after 5.
I hear you.
Well, we're gonna go exploring.
All right, be safe.
Not much
Thank
going
you.
on, but
Yeah, no problem.
well, tell our viewers about your business, so someday when they see your food truck, someday they'll.
Oh, it's coming.
I know.
I have a big meeting tomorrow, so pray for that.
What's it gonna be
Ted.
called? Your food truck?
Queen Cuisine.
Queen Cuisine.
Remember that, folks. Queen Cuisine.
And
Queen Cuisine.
yeah.
What now? What days are you here at
I'm
Willard's?
here Monday through Friday, 12 to 5.
Where did we run into you at another place? Where was I?
I was in Oakdale. I don't know if I ran into you out there, though.
No, someplace. Someplace I ran into you. I don't know if you were doing some cooking or.
Or just
It'll come to
shopping. I'm in
me.
every store shopping every day. 3 times a day. Crazy.
All right, you ladies have a great night.
You
You
too.
take care.
Thank-
Bye-bye now.
Thanks.
Understand the comp, female
Yes, he
walked
did
up to
stop.
the comp
What's this?
and threatened comp with a gun as he was
Channel 1?
exiting the Taco Bell parking lot. Female was last seen in the parking lot in a white Toyota sedan, smaller. No plate info. Described her as a white female, black hair, wearing all black. The comp does not want to be seen.
Where is there a Taco Bell in West District?
Over on Snelling is the only one I can think of.
106 that copy.
Did we decide that Zantigo turned into a Taco Bell or what?
Yes.
We did. Okay. I think that was a Taco Bell, but you're probably right. So is there a gun involved?
About to get all the details.
Okay.
165173.
A white female walked up to the complainant and threatened her with a gun. Threatened him with a gun as he was exiting Taco Bell parking lot.
2005, University Avenue West at Menards.
She was last seen in the parking lot of Taco Bell in a small white Toyota
The
sedan.
line disconnected. TC is attempting to call back.
White female, black hair, wearing all black.
Well, that's a little unusual
Right.
Occupied.
for a female on foot to confront somebody on leaving Taco Bell.
135 copy.
All I can say is he must have had some really good
Thank
tacos.
you. 811.
And she wanted
As
them.
you wanted them. Must have been a long line there.
And info to other spots on a theft model that just occurred. 1008 Cook Avenue. Dollars dead.
It's been
Catalytic
pretty
converter
busy
was
this
taken
afternoon.
Approximately 3
Yeah.
minutes ago. 2 Asian males that left in a black sedan. The custom license plate, Mike Alpha Tango Alpha Romeo.
Mike
The vehicle was
Alpha
seen heading
Tango
southbound
Alpha
on
Romeo.
Cypress.
Matter?
They have video evidence as well. There is already
Okay,
a
back
cost alert on
series.
that vehicle
Mike
for
Alpha
felony
Tango
level
Alpha
catalytic
Romeo
converter
Matter.
with those 2 Asian males.
I don't know if that's
Plate
right.
report comes back to a blue in color Infiniti G35.
Oh, Matter. Well, it's Mater, right? Because Matter would be 2 T's.
Or Matar.
I wonder who's got the other.
17 or
I wonder who's got
747
later.
3880.
So we're westbound in University at Lexington. We're going down to Taco Bell to see if we can find the woman with the gun that's threatening people.
165.
Actually, 565 North Snelling, a couple blocks north.
Yeah.
Copy. 106 is less lethal authorized on the Menards call.
What's the Menards called?
No, that's down here too. That was
Only if it meets our criteria, can we have a TC try to get more, see if they're threatening anybody with their weapon?
Somebody with a knife. No more details.
TC is
Someone on a
still
knife.
call back.
And then they hung up.
So that little pedestrian walkway off the transit, that was really covered by the trees and the sign.
Yeah, that's dangerous.
That struck me as pretty unsafe.
City Hall parking lot.
Copy.
Now, you'll notice there's much more traffic here at 6 o'clock than there is when we're out at 11.
Start a lineup.
But the view's better.
There it is. All right.
Hey, and if you haven't checked our event, we're starting to firm up some dates. On the 24th up at Vadnais Community Park. On our pages, there is an invite there. If you don't mind letting us know if you're thinking of coming or coming, just so we can plan for tables and chairs.
Right. Be nice to have a rough idea of how many folks are going to show up.
Yeah. We can't really tell.
Where should I go to?
We're never sure. We appreciate
45
your
Hill.
interest, though. All right. Well, here's
Can you
the
put me on a PPV at the Maplewood
squad is coming behind us. Lights and siren. Way behind us, so we're not in their way.
The subject did leave
Oh, here we go.
Westbound University on foot.
That's
He did
Menards.
not threaten anyone with the knife, was attempting to steal items with it. White male, 20s, 5'7" to 5'9", average build, wearing a white shirt and shorts.
White Toyota 4-door.
That one might be going to the other one. All right. So we are here. Not only is there not a car in the lot, I'm not even sure if that thing's open.
Lyndhurst Avenue West.
Holy
Apartment
moly.
111 B Bravo. Marked a DOC for a client, Douglas Larson, who's being aggressive, assaulting other people and staff. He's currently in the bathroom, first floor.
So,
That doesn't even look open. I wonder if they moved. And we don't, and I'm not
Closed.
familiar with the new location.
well, there you have it. There you go. Is it in the CAD?
It just says Snellingen University.
Oh,
And I wasn't aware of one there.
maybe it's in the building.
Or maybe it's in the Midway lot.
173 with our suspect, GOA at this point. I think it was 5 and exit break. Right, value 106. 106, that's fine. Just read the last line.
So, we got a caller here at Snellingen Uni.
No weapon called a suspect used a black 3 to 4 inch blade folding knife and then stole another knife with it.
That's the one at Menards.
Yeah, 106, I'm just saying, they can break that with Lyndhurst, but they should read this one of the last lines about the patient being in a wheelchair. 173, I copy that. Dispatcher, you go ahead and send me the Lyndhurst call.
Well, it's not, the Taco Bell is not in Google yet.
186.
186.
Sorry, I was looking on my last call, wrapping it up.
Well, I'm pretty sure it's not there.
I'll take care of the Lyndhurst call. I'll be able to deal with the guy in the wheelchair.
Let's assume it went this way.
Okay.
A lot of stop cars, I assume, because the St. Paul guys were coming, lights and siren.
Copy. I'll go to Menard's call.
I'll go look
Be in
for
there
it.
in case the Lyndhurst call needs it.
Copy. 180.
They're copying the updates on our calls. Can you verify if they still want to be seen?
Check that. 180.
Stand by.
I'm going to slide down to Menards if that's where the 180 is.
281, cancel.
Yeah, they just have morning clear.
180 Comp does want to be seen now at CVS 499.
So, is that's the Taco Bell call, right?
I believe so.
So, what I'm guessing is he actually was threatened at Taco Bell, but there was no Taco Bell open. It was just on the street.
What was the description on the female again?
So now the comp said,
So it's 104 Granite Street, welfare check
CVS.
put in by an assistant principal. Wanting contact me with students who have been to school in the last 2 weeks. Wanting to speak to
He was inside of a white Toyota sedan, small.
Thank you.
so,
She knocked on his window. When he rolled it down, she asked what he was doing there and pointed the gun at him and told him not to come back.
all right, bring us up to speed on Pryor and University. And as you heard Pat say, the suspect went westbound on University. There is a squad out here looking for him, or maybe they're behind us.
White male in a white shirt and shorts.
Behind us there?
Nope, don't see.
Well,
Is there a West Squad that can break for 474 University Avenue West, number 1, where medics are on scene? Need PD for a DOA.
that's not good.
No.
That's right by the spot up there, and
Yeah,
24 advice, we'll go to that.
he put his lights on and now he's turning into a lot. So I don't know if he saw him or what.
Copy.
somebody with a white shirt. You know, there's those little hotel rooms over there that people go to all the time. Could be there too.
Squad 180.
180.
There's a white shirt and shorts.
Just information, I don't believe this is in relation to your call, but there's a female down outside of 499 Snelling Avenue North. Party's a female wearing a white shirt.
Right here.
Okay. We didn't see one in that top of
I don't know if that's going to be him or not.
I don't know. If you see him with a knife, then we'll know. Where'd he go now?
He's jogging towards the holiday.
Towards where?
The holiday.
173-116 over here.
I think he's trying to dodge, and now he's crossing this way.
He's actually, looks like he's running eastbound. Not sure if he's running for me here, but he's now on the south side of Uni. We've got Vandalia. There he is.
Copy. Party is now running eastbound south side of University by Vandalia.
So this is the party that had a knife. We're going to let St. Paul deal with them before we scope up.
$180.
180.
Can you send her a call and we'll just check on that lady first and then take the report for 11?
Will do, thank you. 1823.
173. We've got him right here at Vandalia. Here in Uni.
With mail, University of Vandalia.
186.
186.
I am 100% code 4 here, so I will not need any further assistance.
Thank you.
180.
180.
Person down is up and walking. Medics can cancel, and you can put us back on the other units calling call.
Have you canceling medics and showing you back on scene at CBS on the weapon call?
So that is the right guy. He admits to being in Menards. Said he had a confrontation with some people inside. Said he didn't do anything wrong. He said they assaulted him. Accused him of stealing something. If he did steal something, he obviously had time enough to get rid of it.
Right.
Probably back where we first spotted him, huh? Good. We'll go back and take a look where he first was. Did you see him before we did, or?
Yeah, I'm gonna go check over there. He was at McDonald's right by the entrance.
Okay, yeah.
So I'll go check over there. But it's him.
Yeah, I heard him tell you that he was there. There was some conflict, so, and he knew that they had accused him of stealing something, so he obviously had a motive to run.
Yeah, and he was trying to play it off like it wasn't running from me, but.
Yeah. All right, good work. Thanks.
Yeah, if he did steal some stuff, he had a lot of places to stash it between Menards and here.
That is Officer Topol, really a hard-working officer. He used to work in Central, and for those of you that watched us for a while, we run into him on midnights a number of times. And does a very nice job out here.
Yes, he does.
I've known him since he was knee-high. His dad used to work for me when I was on the West Sector Lieutenant there.
He and Jerry Vick were longtime partners.
Yep, great crew. Makes you feel old when you run into guys like that. Feel old.
Who weren't even born when we started on the job.
Oh my goodness.
178.
178.
I'll be clear, leave 167 on it. Send me 165 phone.
Tempting, but let's go see if we take a shot at his knife first.
Yep. Oh, dang it.
Don't you hate those?
Oh, that automatic locking door.
You should get some duct tape.
It grabs you.
Dad's been assaulted by the Durango.
There's one calling.
I think when we saw him, he was down here before he turned around. So we're going to assume that
How far down was he?
well, right by those barriers, right, Pat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he was up at McDonald's. He walked out to the street,
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
and then I turned around, and that's when he started coming this way.
Okay.
So
I
yeah,
got you.
I got my partner over there checking. You guys
Okay. Very good.
Sure. Thank you for your help.
You bet.
Certainly.
It was right in here. I just figured he probably threw it over this fence.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, maybe put it somewhere that he could find it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we'll just check this sidewalk with your eagle eyes. We ought to be able to see it, right?
Yep.
Yeah, usually they don't turn around and come back until they get rid of their objects.
Well, it dropped a few degrees, didn't it?
Yeah, it did. Although I wasn't out that much. So, for a fact.
Negative, no permit history.
So you think our streaming's working okay?
Yeah.
Semi-rush hour?
Definitely.
It's good to know.
You're welcome. Would you like a squad to assist?
Good to know.
Downtown squad, like this is 911 and 352 Buddha Street. Open line from a void. Buttons being pressed, mail whispering, but no answer to DC.
Fletcher 5 route.
1830.
Fletcher 5 route.
The Dublin. So we had 2 calls up near Snelling University in Pryor. One lady with a gun threatening a person, another with a knife stealing another knife.
And then the 1700 block of Blair, just up the street.
And what happened there?
A few hours ago, that was that carjacking of that Sienna.
That's right. So anyhow, just a reminder, Thursday the 22nd, we will be at Tom Reed's from 4 to 7, celebrating the 1-year anniversary. That's kind of like a pre-party. And then Saturday the 24th, which is the actual 1-year date, at the Vadnais Heights Community Park. All the information is on the Facebook pages. But for those of you that monitor YouTube, we're going to have to post something on YouTube because the YouTubers don't have a way to know what's going on. I think there's a way to do a little community post. So the YouTubers will try to do that here soon. Because 3/4 of our viewers are actually on YouTube.
Oh, that's right.
Doesn't mean that they don't have Facebook, but they watch on YouTube. Usually so they can watch it on their stream it to their TV, Comcast easily. This building used to be Dart Transit. I don't know if you remember Dart Transit.
Yeah.
So they
There's
had,
about to break to assist medics. 370 Snelling on a Slumper in a gray 4-door Chevy.
used to be North or South, but used to be a really great industry, trucking industry. It might still exist, but there used to be their corporate office.
South Snelling. Down at Jefferson.
Don Oren was the owner. Really a great person. Good family. How many years Arby's has been here, Pat? What do you think?
Oh.
That's a long time.
Long time.
A lot of Arby's stops over the years. They're southbound on Fairview from University. This is where Stuart Knowlton got hit with a plow.
Yeah, code 4 and squad on scene at Buddha Street on 911. Clear. 1834.
Was he the weepy voice killer?
No, that was Paul Stefani.
That's right.
1834.
Bolton was actually the Cassie Hansen one.
Oh. Shoot.
But,
I knew that.
Yeah.
One that Dorothy Noga helped solve.
Right. Dorothy said she's going to try to come up.
Yeah, I saw that.
Well, I don't know. This is a classic example. Someone calls that there's a slumper in a car. People are afraid to go check them out themselves. But if it's a slumper that's an overdose, the person's life could be in danger, right?
Right.
So people don't want to disturb him. And of course, the question is, you know, how fast do we go? How fast does the fire department go? We don't know that the fire department's even dispatched to this one. So we're like 2.5 miles away. We haven't heard anybody that's going to get there before us.
Nope.
So we have turned our red lights on now because we're thinking there's a possibility. Remember, Summit is 0, and there's 480 numbers to a mile. So we're on South Fairview now, and in 240 numbers, we will be a half mile south. And we're going to 370 South Snelling, which Snelling is a half mile east of us here. So every half mile, we're going to have a main street of some sort. We're going to turn down a main street here and go east.
Was a concern for domestic report 389 Hamlin Street at the St. Paul West team.
So this is St. Clair.
Caller, not on scene.
This is 240 South. 240 South Fairview and 240 South Snelling. So remember, 240 numbers to a half a mile. So we're going up to Snelling here, which is a half mile east.
There may be a car on scene.
Okay. Let's see. If they did, I don't think they heard him on the air.
Yeah,
Not that matters because we don't often check out on the air either. Sometimes the air is so busy you don't want to interrupt somebody else that's doing something valuable. So, yeah, I don't know what.
That's going to be the medics on the way there.
We are killing our Opticom because they're going to want to go.
That's a squad.
I don't know if the medics even came. They might not always come on every.
Oh, they are staged for the police.
Staged.
So that's an example. The police or the medics won't even go up until officers have stabilized the
Better
scene.
location. Not finding a four-door Chevy out here.
I'll call back and check.
So,
4-door gray Chevy.
well, you know, this is probably going to be north.
Right there.
Where is it over there? Yeah.
Right in front of the address.
Yeah.
Looks like an Impala. Clear. There it is.
It's not a good sign.
No, it's not.
188.
188.
At Alpha Hotel Yankee 708. Get a call, please.
Copy.
Well, hopefully.
.167, we located it. Snelling just south of Jefferson.
Debris. So the scoop is here that
Copy. Snelling south of Jefferson.
the most likely scenario is that he's intoxicated. All right, and operating a motor vehicle while you're intoxicated is a law, and that's why one of the officers pulled up in front, because it's not unusual for us to wake up intoxicated people and have them take off.
Mm-hmm.
So the officers pulled up in front, and at the same time, you got to make sure that he's not under a life-threatening situation.
You did indicate that it's code 4 up there.
So they're not anticipating any.
Cancel medic.
And by the way, there's no law against sleeping in your car.
Nope.
I've done it. I'm sure you have.
Yes, I
Of
have.
course, I don't drink, but a little nap now and then is called for. So they must have decided he was just taking a doze. But you see how these calls, you just don't know. I mean, most of the time we go to slumper calls, there's a level of intoxication.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying 6:30 in the day, but just in general. Just in general.
Maybe he's waiting for his wife to get her nails done.
Well, I
nails.
was going to say, on occasion I've fallen asleep just waiting for my wife. Yeah, taking a little napper.
533, this is Shot Tower with 525, 535.
But at least we know he's safe.
Copy 1840.
All right. I admire everyone that gets out and runs or walks.
Absolutely.
Don't you?
Absolutely. I used to be a lot better at it than I am now.
Yeah, well, it just seems like life gets so darn busy, but I admire it.
I'm clear. I'll check the area on your suspicious.
Copy, check the area, 1339 Marshall. Suspicious for a red vehicle occupied by 2 with sheets. Would you like to confirm?
You know, I love working through the daytime when you can see people out having fun, huh?
Yeah, I really do.
I mean, this is a great little neighborhood. My assistant, Angie Steenberg, who you know is now Todd's secretary, used to live down in this neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
Went to some block parties. Another friend of Holly Drinkwine lived down here. This is a great little neighborhood off of Jefferson, between Hamlin and Snelling. See this school right here, Randolph Heights?
That is where my son Jesse went to elementary school.
And my father went there. That's how old that school is. My dad went to elementary school here at Randolph Heights Elementary. Can you believe it?
Something in it.
Whoa. Yeah, they lived right down here in Juliet. Actually,
Bravo
other side
611.
of Snelling, but
Bravo 611.
3 generations between your dad and
Trying to call me?
yeah.
Jesse.
Just take a look at the architecture of this
I love
building.
that. It's my favorite school in town. I think it's beautiful.
It might be one of the oldest ones still functioning as a school, right?
Wouldn't be surprised.
Oh, I wonder what year this was built. I think there's a marker
Looks
up
like
there
there may have
anywhere.
been the one that was trying to call you on a welfare check at higher ground.
I don't know.
Don't see it.
Take fast hold of instruction,
All right, what do I
for
need to
she
know?
is thy life.
Just
How long
requesting
that's
a
been up
welfare
there?
check on her mother at the address named May Victoria.
Randolph Heights School,
She's a white female in her 50s.
348 South
Thin
Hamlin.
built blonde hair. Hasn't heard from her in a few months. Unknown room number. and
My
she wants
dad
a
was
call.
born in 1930. Graduated from Monroe High School down here in 1948. This was his elementary
Copy.
school.
Yeah, I'll take it. Cancel anybody else. I'll advise. Send me the call, please.
Someday I gotta figure out what year that was
And I'll
built.
call up to it to you, see if I need more info.
Copy. 1843.
It's really in good shape, those architectural arches.
Oh, it really is.
Copy 276 Sherman on DLC for 2 females and a male in the street throwing items for the past 15 minutes. 1845. 253, have you
I
landed?
don't know if
1845.
it can matter, but I'm gonna turn all these off, right?
167. I'm
I
out
suppose.
the
And the settings are still the same on this from when we were upstairs.
I don't know if that updating that stuff changes anything,
Good point.
but I've never seen that type of screen.
Never seen this.
Although this is the busiest time. 7 o'clock is one of the busiest times for people to use their phones. Well, we might have answered our question. Might have answered our question.
APD at 399 Lexington Parkway, Speedway. Next officer customer phone call. Copy, thank you.
Copy 1847.
Squad 599.
599.
Can you run that plate for me?
I mean, she's transit now, so she came out. She said that there might be an issue on the platform.
See that again?
Narcotics. Hostage sort of conduct.
Copy, I'll let him know. 1847.
Black Charger. One of our frequent locations.
Okay.
29, I copy to the DOC 1170 Cushing Circle,
It's clear though.
Yes.
1848.
Huh. Where it was parked, it was parked. That call on that car. I don't think it's a Charger. Might be stolen. Could be a stolen plate. I hear there's people driving without a plate.
No way.
Never know where the other one is. You gotta be able to laugh at life, right?
Gretchen Griffin, a longtime employee of the City and County Employees Credit Union, will be turning 81 on the 16th. Happy birthday to you, Gretchen.
Really?
Terry Londrash, thanks for getting that information to us.
It's probably gonna be that every week we gotta have our tech people check all of our settings.
Yeah,
huh?
probably.
Go back and say hi. Don't get down here much. I don't see us much down here on.
Looking for a squad to break down a missing person. 640 Jackson Street regions went missing. Vulnerable adults missing for over an hour. Named Courtney Bivens. Date of birth 1982.
Where'd you go?
Black male, 6'5", 175 pounds. Balding, last seen wearing
You know
a
where they
t-shirt,
were?
sweatpants, and backpack.
Nope.
Was have a
All I
traumatic
did was hear
brain
him.
injury. May be en route to the former address of 839 University Avenue.
Hi! How's it going? Hey! How's it? What are you doing?
Zero squad,
Thanks for
break
yelling to
down
us. We
regions.
appreciate it. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
No problem. No problem. It's Elmo, right? Or what is that? Cookie Monster? What shirt is that? Elmo, yeah.
2-8, you copy the
Yeah.
person at regions.
Elmo got new shoes. Huh? See you later. Thanks. You bet. Bye-bye.
Yeah.
Which way?
20728.
All righty. Very good.
1851.
394 or 391?
What?
Harbor. She just said go over to 390.
Oh,
Okay.
I just heard Arbor.
Julie, did he walk away from Regions? How do we get this info?
Affirmative, you walked away from Regions. It was a staff member that called it in.
It's a nice little neighborhood.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Okay.
Hello.
1852.
How are you? Good.
Yeah.
She sent us over.
I know.
That's a-
My daughter lives in Arizona.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just got back.
Oh, it was hot down there, wasn't it?
Woo.
For 10 days I was down there.
Oh, boy.
But my granddaughter calls you Bobby.
That's all right.
She loves watching Bobby.
Thank you. That's good. How old is she?
9.
Nice. Is this
Oh,
your
nice.
house here?
Yeah.
That's a cute house, huh?
It really is.
Oh my goodness. You take really good care.
1894.
1894.
Wow.
You take great care of it too.
Thank you.
Really great.
I love the yard.
1894. It's got to be one of the first
And
ones.
you have quite the green thumb.
Well, yeah, I've been here for 30 years in December.
Wow.
I bought it 30 years in December, so yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And what restaurants on West 7th Street do you frequent?
We're actually, for Nancy, when you just seen her
Yeah.
over there, she, her 60th birthday was Monday, so we're going to Nancy on Saturday night.
You are.
Nice.
7 of us girls are going to really,
Let me pull over right
yeah.
here.
You're going to do it
Nancy,
up,
what's
huh?
Nancy's last name?
Matakewitz. Try to say
Oh
that.
yeah, Nancy Matakewitz.
Yeah.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday, Nancy Matakewitz.
Yeah, so we're going out to celebrate. We haven't been there for, well, with COVID and all that stuff, so we just
Sure.
haven't been going out, but
Where
It's
is
nice
she
to be
from?
getting out again.
yeah.
It's gorgeous. Where is she from originally?
Here, I grew up, we're best friends, so we
Okay.
went to kindergarten together.
You did where
And
at?
we're still friends. We went to Adams kindergarten, but then we went to St. Francis,
Okay.
and then we went to Monroe,
Monroe. Okay.
and then yeah. So I grew up on Palace, right across, or on Bay, right across the street from Palace, and
Okay.
yeah, they had 6 kids, we had 6 kids. So we're just, I bought a house here. My dad, I grew up right behind this house.
Yeah. It's a great
So,
neighborhood, isn't
yeah,
It really is.
it's peaceful.
it? Yeah. Yeah.
I raised my kids just up the hill from you.
Yeah,
It's
and I
by
know.
Linwood.
So were you like a cop? We used to hang around.
I was a St. Paul
Yeah,
officer,
yeah, we used to hang around Bowes Lawrence Rec.
Oh, sure.
Back,
Okay.
before we're even old enough to go in there. But yeah,
The statute of limitations has expired.
so we knew, and then we worked at Murphy's up by Montgomery Wards.
Okay.
All of us did.
Yeah.
So a lot of the St. Paul cops worked there part time. Yeah. So, well, I'm so glad we got to meet you.
Yeah, nice to meet
And
you.
We're, I know we want to go maybe to Tom Reed. I can't go out on a Thursday night though. That's kind of hard for me.
It's only 4 to 7.
I know.
So it's not that late.
So maybe we will. Otherwise,
Don't worry about it.
no. Otherwise,
Tell the granddaughter
Saturday-
Bobby said hi.
I'm gonna. Yes. Oh, she'll be so excited. When I was down there, let's watch Bobby, Mom, because my daughter, she moved 10 years ago.
Okay.
And she just loves watching you guys because it just brings back
Shows the neighborhood. Yeah.
memories.
Oh, I'll bet.
Yeah.
Well, I hope she's watching now, or she can go back and watch.
I'm gonna tell her.
Neighborhood, yeah.
I'm gonna tell her.
You want to jump in front of the camera and
No.
say hi to her?
I would, but no thanks.
All right.
Good to meet you guys.
You too. Thank
You
you.
too.
God bless.
Good night.
Thank you very much. Hey, how's it going? Good. How are you? Yeah, it's not better. You just stopping by to say hi?
I live in Blacktown.
Oh, you do?
I knew you were in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
I thought I'd cruise by and check you out.
Yeah. Thank you. We don't get down here enough. So
Oh, that's good. Down here.
there's not much crime down here.
Well, there is. I can talk to you about it.
Thanks for stopping us. Thanks a lot.
Good night.
Wow, that was nice. Nice little visit.
184
Yeah.
case number, please.
Some
Three different folks within a block.
West 7th residents, yeah.
24 case number is 144-224. 144-224.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
One thing I do want to do before it gets too dark, I want to take a ride down Summit Avenue to show some of the viewers from outstate some beautiful streets, huh?
Oh, for sure.
I mean, there are many, no doubt about that.
It is pretty spectacular, though. Pretty much built during the heyday of the railroads.
Well, I'm not too familiar about exactly when all the houses got built. But of course, James Hill was the railroad baron. That his house is kind of at the start of the avenue.
Mm-hmm.
Quite the rainstorm today.
Yeah, it was. We really needed it, though.
Just hurting for those farmers. Those ones in southern Minnesota really got some good rain too. Hopefully they'll get some more. Oh, there's a fast scooter. That's a really fast one. I wonder if you can go over 30 miles an hour and break the speed limit.
I think I was telling you, I ran into a guy at Grand 7 one night, had one that he had souped up that literally would go 50 miles an hour, which to me is insane.
Well, we'll probably have to have different classes of competition for the scooter races in St. Paul.
Tour de St. Paul.
Tour de St. Paul, where the ones we use the green ones, and then also where you can soup up your own for an exhibition race. That'll throw me.
That Pajarito restaurant we just passed.
Yeah.
Glockenspiel used to be in there.
Yep.
I've heard wonderful things about it, but I haven't made it there yet.
I was watching the news last night. Some restaurant over on Highway 7 on the western suburbs. It's called Something 7, or got a beautiful patio and turf. They even have a menu for dogs.
Really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
I wish I could remember the name.
Togito's as packed as they usually are. Holy smokes.
I've never seen. Oh, this is across the street here too.
Bad Weather Brewing Company.
Yeah, I've been there once. It looks like they got a great crowd out there. You know what day it is today? You know why they're there?
How come? Because
it's hump day. Oh yeah, it's hump day. We gotta go down to the Bad Weather Brewing to get over hump day.
On this bad weather hump day.
Hump day. A lot of people need that midweek.
And we do hump day live on patrol.
We do. This is it. So we're going to pull by Reed's here. Of course, Zach Parisi and Ryan Suter got bought out by the team. What that means is they're no longer part of the team, but they got their full salary.
Really?
For the next 4 years. And that...
Whether they go with another team or not.
Right, and what that allows them, the Wild, to do is have a higher salary cap. Because there's a salary cap on your total players.
Mm-hmm.
And so there's a couple players they wanted to have, and they couldn't pay them as much as they wanted them if they still had Parisi and Suter, which is a sad thing for Minnesota because those are synonymous with Minnesota hockey, of course.
Definitely.
But I want to thank Zach Parisi and Ryan for the nearly 10 years of complete enjoyment you gave Minnesota hockey fans. You're great role models besides. And we will really miss you. I hope you stay in town if you end up retiring someday and do some skating clinics for kids. I know a lot of kids. Zach's worked with Diane Ness before, and if those two could pair up and do some stuff for kids, but I don't think either one of them is tired of playing professional hockey. So they'll probably both get picked up by somebody.
To copy your route to 21 66th Street East on domestic.
But
the caller's girlfriend is
yeah, Zach and
Seems to be Marty Lee. She is a 31-year-old Asian female physical wearing all gray.
Zach and Ryan are really synonymous with Minnesota hockey.
At 1902. Possibly next to a small gold sedan. Saturn also. One person wearing a red hoodie with a hood up.
So we are down on West 7th Street near the XL Energy Center, home of the Minnesota Wild. And all the restaurants here are open. Dave Cassetta's Cassetta restaurant.
Another call to Snelling University. That's the corner today, I guess.
Truck park. We gotta go in there, Pat. We never really walked in there. We gotta do that. It looks so inviting with that big open space there.
Mm-hmm.
Jeez, the temperature must have really dropped.
You're a sturdier man than me, let me tell you.
Wow.
879 Fremont Avenue at the snack shop market on a suspicious secondhand info.
Oh, as long as we're down here, we might as well. We got daylight, we might as well.
One is on a tip and the other in a holster.
Volume.
Caller says there was a group
We might as well show off
unknown if they found were seen or
a little bit of St. Paul. For those that haven't seen it, we're downtown St. Paul. We just passed the XL Energy Center, home of the Minnesota Wild. St. Paul Chamber Orchestra plays up here. This is the Ordway. In front of us is the St. Paul Hotel. That's a historical hotel up there. And this is, of course, Rice Park. And so this quadrant is enclosed by the Ordway Center for Performing Arts. It's a beautiful theater, and first-rate plays are conducted in there.
I'm going to mute this one sec for some information.
Yep. This is the back door to XL, and I'm just going to show you Herbie Brooks.
There he is.
Herbie Brooks.
The Miracle on Ice Man.
1980, victory of the United States over the
over Russia.
Soviet Union.
Their ETA is 15 minutes.
This is our St. Paul Library here.
Copy, thank you. You're welcome, 1905.
Presidents have visited here. And in this park here, you'll see a bunch of Snoopy statues. This Charles Schultz was a St. Paul resident who created Peanuts. And that's our beautiful landmark center building there, which formerly served as a government building.
St. Paul Hotel on our right. Beautiful hotel. Great restaurants.
Yeah, we're going to go to a call on the east side. We're going to slide over there. We got a little conflict brewing. But we'll be going down 5th Street on our way out of town.
599M, good night, 1906.
Right here it is, the infamous plastic whistle breaking, ball running down the street. I don't know if anybody else remembers that story, but 5th and Wabasha. Here's our main transit hub here for trains and buses. You can take this light rail right to downtown Minneapolis and over to the Twin Stadium, the Viking Stadium, the Gopher Stadium. Then you can transfer and go on out to the Mall of America.
The airport.
Airport. Of course, at the end of 5th Street here, there's Saints Stadium, and the Minnesota Saints are a AAA team feeding for the Twins now. St. Paul Saints, I shouldn't call them Minnesota. Don't want to give Minneapolis any extra credit.
St. Paul Saints are ours.
Absolutely. You'll see the crowd gathering up ahead there. Game probably starts pretty soon. Fun time. They got a lot of activities in between each inning. Something fun and different. Keep the attention of the teenagers. Ask them where the Saints came in.
Squad 386.
Can you tell me how to find the Saints game?
Go away.
How are you guys? We are live.
See ya.
See ya.
They had smiles on their faces.
639 Johnson Parkway in the domestic. The son is refusing to leave. His name is James Belovich, 34 years old, white male, 5'9".
Woof!
What's going on down here, officer?
James does have a history of narcotics.
So, right in front of us here is the Union Depot. We have a train station that comes into downtown St. Paul as well. Amtrak on a regular basis. The trains are going out to Chicago from here and to North Dakota the other way. I think they have 2 trains now.
Yeah, they just added another line to the Chicago.
From there, you can go through Cleveland all the way to New York. I took that train one time. I think I might have mentioned it.
All the way to New York?
All the way to New York. And let me just say, it's a little slower than they advertise. But we did get there. It was an experience. It's one of those things on my list. Check. Gotta say, I like to be able to drive and pull over. You know?
Yeah, I'm gonna put this on 3.
Yeah. So we're going across the 3rd Street Bridge. The sun is at our back. You can tell we're traveling to the east. Updates on that call?
Got a description here.
The male for First National Bank.
A white or mixed race male wearing a white hoodie.
South male, First National Bank, 1910.
One gun on his hip, one in a holster.
It has been dispatched or not? Yeah.
Yes, it has.
2 guns. What's the thing about guns? There's so many people with legal guns, but there's just as many,
if not more.
Well, the fact of the matter is, the people that are out on the street displaying them generally do not have permits.
Right.
Because people with permits are cautioned and taught how not to display your guns. That's part of the training. Don't display your gun until you're planning to use it. To the right?
I believe so.
It's either right or left. You think it's right?
No, I think it's left, actually, now that I'm giving it some more thought. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is left.
This is one of those streets that somehow gets
And there it is.
Left between the cracks.
We did it correctly.
Well, it was, yeah, -1.
And that is where it was.
Right there?
Right there.
Okay. Well, I say we, head to Earl where everybody hangs out down there.
Sure.
Oh
yeah, good idea. Very good idea.
Assuming that everybody's going somewhere. It's a little ways away, but just serpentine, okay? Serpentine. Do you want me to turn the heat on?
I don't need the heat. I just needed it. Not quite so. We can open the window again. Yes.
We're almost back to winter.
Stop picking on me.
So I don't know if the squad actually got her yet. I know they were dispatched, huh?
Mm-hmm.
You're advised to keep us on the test at the CVS.
I believe like en route still.
Not there.
Not there.
Okay, fully closed down. Requesting medics for inspection on the leg. We are close.
Copy, third back to 1914.
379, I'm able to come.
Copy 1914.
Brought our free Dairy Queen cones. Dairy Queen donated a bunch of those stickers for us for free Dairy Queens, but I don't think I have them.
Nice. Whoop.
How's it going? Good to see you. That's a cutie pie. Is that your daughter? Adorable. Just adorable.
Another call at the CVS. Hello.
We want to know where the drive up is.
We need a drive up.
Drive up Dairy Queen. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I have a call for the suspect left the scene.
Copy 1915.
That was a different call.
To a fight with the security guards at CVS. We're going to be on Wheeler and Uni, facing westbound, and then can we get another squad for a show up? They can bring the security guard over here. He's at the CVS. 189 in route.
I wonder if it was our same guy.
Yeah. Did he have a knife?
Didn't mention.
160, report 4, he's in custody.
Copy, code 4, suspect in custody at 96.
I like driving around in daytime. There's an awful lot more to see, Pat.
Yes, and it's especially now that we've cleared up a lot of the buffering issues, apparently.
Yeah, it must have been a bad time.
Yep.
It's the busiest time, 7 o'clock.
How you doing?
Oh, we got a food truck.
How are you?
We got a food truck. That's pretty clever. Oh, I know that guy. He's a good cook. I've seen it before.
How you doing, man?
Good. I never thought I'd be so happy to see you guys since I moved out to Woodbury. Then I realized what assholes really are.
So you're saying we're not?
Live out there.
You're saying?
Fuck, we live out there. What's your
No.
I'm an East Sider, man.
You're saying we're not that bad. You're saying we're not that bad compared to Woodbury.
I was renting for a while, and I decided I'm not buying out in Woodbury.
Well, some people have more experience in some areas than others. You know what I mean?
Bottom line is y'all ain't petty.
Yeah, exactly.
Try not to be.
Exactly.
Y'all see my restaurant one day. Matt bought me a drink the other day.
Yes, I did.
I appreciate it.
All right, man. Take care.
1970, 44 Parkway at Highland Park Library. I called earlier saying that staff was harassing.
Squad 271, I copy and wrote the suspicious Van Buren and Fan Park, Barrington. Unsuspicious, 10 minutes delay. Comfort 10 loud rapid fire sounds. Unknown if it was gunfire or fireworks.
Back up by Barrington
Debris
again?
left on Van Buren, east of Barrington.
Oh, east of
Gold Van leaves
down
south
south,
Van Buren. Your squad to assist.
7-1, I'll check the area.
Copy, check the area, 1919.
207, copy that call.
1919.
Unsure if gunfire or fireworks.
Copy.
We can assist
Copy, thank you. 1862, copy that.
I'm not sure how we're doing videos, but you're on one that sounds like it's just fine.
Copy,
But
1962.
I was on 2.
Okay,
Oh, you know what? I have it on scan.
Oh, yeah, one.
Yeah, I'm on 2.
Hey, by the way, viewers, if you know any peace officers that are interested in transferring to Ramsey
Sir,
County,
downtown squad, sir, for assault report.
we are looking for
670 Robert Street North, unit 210, north.
some new police officers with experience. So tell them to contact us if they're interested in trying getting transferred. Coming to work for the Ramsey County Sheriff's Office. We would welcome some diversity. Now, that mural on the Phoenix Market is phenomenal, isn't it, Pat? You see it right there?
Yes.
Oh my goodness gracious.
You know, some point tonight, we also have to get by the American Legion because we were not live that night.
I think we've been by, but we didn't stop.
Right. We've got to get that
But I just
mural
want
up.
to pull check this one out, though.
That's
Holy-
amazing.
That's an amazing mural. I mean, it's really quality art.
Yeah.
Quality art there.
That's beautiful.
Amazing. Phoenix Market. 3rd and Bates over here. 3rd and Mariah. For those of you that are wondering about the state fair, just so you know, the Ramsey County Board is attempting to negotiate the liability issues with the state fair in the state of Minnesota. And there is no resolution yet on that matter. I haven't been involved in those liability discussions, but as you know, the Ramsey County Board is taking the lead on that, and I'll keep reporting as I hear updates. But as of today's email, there is no agreement. That's a scary thought, isn't it?
I hope they get that sorted out.
Well, you know, everybody has to compromise. Sometimes people don't want to compromise. Sad thing. I mean, Commissioner McDonough voiced several times in 2 different meetings that he doesn't want us to do security at all.
Really?
Yeah. So I would say the other 6 commissioners would like to do it if they can be assured of minimal liability. But Commissioner McDonough is generally opposed to the sheriff's office doing it. So hopefully the other 6 will prevail. But as of right now,
In the area, 1923.
no agreement. So we're coming in on East 7th Street. We're actually headed west. That's the eastern skyline of the city of St. Paul in front of us. Used to be a subway. Oh, there still is a subway. It looks closed though, huh?
No, that's still open. Yep.
Good to know. That's not
1924.
the pizza place. Red's.
No, that's gone.
That's sad. Hey, if you haven't shared this, I know it's a little early time. We don't normally come on this early. Hopefully the transmission quality is good enough to share with your friends. Please share and let them know we are live on patrol in the city of St. Paul in the Dodge Durango.
Yeah, you can take the 911, 138 Cesar Chavez. The text 911 in Spanish. Translated.
If you get a chance, if you didn't earlier, watch our earlier 20-minute video on the House of Refuge food shelf. It's a fascinating organization.
Copy en route.
1925.
Go on their website or their GoFundMe page if you can help them financially stay in business. That would be awesome. Would you say the guy in front of us is smoking marijuana?
Whew.
For medical purposes.
Hopefully it's his passenger. How they have a medical clearing.
No evidence found in the area. Confirm this was found in 834.
Hey, 25.
There's the Hosco Gallery and Picture Framing. We're not involved in politics, but just as a point of reference, that's the business of Bill Hosco, who's, I believe, running for mayor.
I believe he is too.
Not sure.
362.
362.
Key 307, go to 4.
Squad 271 at County Road, East University in Lafayette. On University, County Scooter is broken down and expressing hesitancy getting back to 619 Lafayette. We're in Gray Church, 1926.
People sometimes miss those calls. There's a call for a guy whose scooter broke down and he needs transportation about a half a mile, and the officer is going to assist him by throwing the scooter in the trunk.
Yep.
And driving him to where he needs to go. Just another, and you know, that's for a lot of people, that social worker, that might not be as safe. You don't know, you never know 100% for certain if that person's safe.
Right.
So the police officer is willing to take that risk. A little quiet on the streets for the most part, no?
Oh, now you did it.
Yeah. I mean, just the sound.
It was pretty busy earlier.
No, I just mean as we're driving around, it just...
Not a whole lot of traffic.
There's the City County Credit Union where your friend worked for many years.
Yep.
Gonna rain again tonight, or are we done for the night?
It sure looks like it might. See what the app has to say. Well, it says no.
So, for those of you who haven't watched Live on Patrol much, my name's Bob Fletcher. I have the honor of serving as the sheriff here in Ramsey County, which is the county that houses the city of St. Paul and our state capital. And I worked for the St. Paul Police Department for 20 plus years, and then also at the sheriff's office for another, I don't know, 18 to 20, what am I, almost 19 now. And with me is Pat Scott, longtime veteran police officer from the city of St. Paul, and retired but came back to work as an analyst for the Ramsey County Sheriff's Office. Probably no more productive police officer than Pat Scott.
Thank you.
And there is our state capitol. Right here we have beautiful Capitol grounds, and I just want to say a shout out to Paul Mandel,
278.
the chair of the Capitol Area Planning Board, because Paul just retired, I think. I think I saw
278, go ahead.
Saw that little announcement.
Change it to a PC on third device and show me
I
an
just see planning director. I'm just...
Gotta be 19.
Anyhow, Paul, you've done an unbelievable job. I don't know how many years you worked here coordinating all this, but there's a lot of work to make sure this capital area,
I can't imagine.
gets developed properly. And I didn't know this, but their area of responsibility goes all the way up to Club Holiday.
Really?
Goes over to Marion and Club Holiday. And Paul was on the news the other night talking about this exciting development going on in the Sears lot. If you want to look it up, it's an unbelievable plan that they have together. Not going to be completed for some time, but there's a corporation that's buying and developing that whole Sears complex. Is going to have retail, housing. So
nice.
Paul, I think you should come back to work for them. So we are on John Ireland Boulevard here, and John Ireland was one of the original bishops, Catholic bishops here.
Bishop John Ireland, yes indeed.
And it runs right into the cathedral, and so John Ireland Boulevard runs from the cathedral to our Capitol. And you'll notice this beautiful freeway crosswalk here. And that is our St. Paul Cathedral. Not to mention
361.
Minneapolis does not have a cathedral. It has a basilica.
For the caller, you consider the vehicle is gone.
That is a beautiful cathedral.
223.
So the beauty of St. Paul runs from our capital area, from our capital down John Ireland to our cathedral. And the cathedral's built on a big bluff here. It's called really the Summit Hill neighborhood. And as we pass the cathedral, which by the way, what was that? Crashed Ice, right? Crashed Ice?
Crashed Ice, yes.
Crashed Ice built a giant crashed ice competition from the front door of the cathedral down the bluff.
Unreal.
If you look up some of those videos, it was fantastic.
I never did make it by there.
Oh, it's crazy how those people don't break a leg every time they go down. But from the big ramp up there in the front door of the cathedral, and then down all the way down the hill, down to where the Excel Energy Center is. And then, as we continue past the cathedral, we are going to be on Summit Avenue.
You're in for a treat here, folks.
Yeah, I don't know how much light we have left. I apologize for that. This is one of our older streets. The house is all built around the turn of the century.
What does it say on there?
Oh, here it says right here on this big sign here. Well, I could read the whole history of James J. Hill, but just know that he connected he bought many of the bankrupt railroads and ended up connecting them across the country. We'll look it up, make sure we're accurate. But that's an amazing house and an amazing tour. You can see the hours of the tour there. Sitting up on the bluff overlooking downtown St. Paul.
Just stunning architecture. This is worth a leisurely evening Sunday drive. Great bike ride to take.
This is our gorgeous. We really can't do it justice with our camera in the middle of the road. The only downside to these houses is the heating bill.
I can't imagine. More than a lot of mortgages, I'm sure.
Yeah. Everybody's out for a walk.
What a great night for a walk.
Our governor's mansion is on Summit Avenue as well, where our Minnesota governor lives.
2029 Suburban Avenue for a residential alarm. Unknown what it covers.
Got me wrong.
1936.
check our settings again before we go out this weekend, huh?
Yeah, good idea.
Make sure that we doesn't look like there's a little bit of degradation of the comes and goes. But at least it's not stopping.
Yes, very true.
This on 1. I'll go to 2 here. You're going to catch 3 on yours. All peaceful on Summit Avenue.
Why is it doing that?
Just gotta unplug it maybe. Huh?
I guess.
You can plug it into those, and then it won't do that. Those aren't hooked up to the.
Oh, that's a long cord.
This one's shorter.
That's all right.
So this is Summit Victoria. Right up here on the left is our governor's mansion, Governor Tim Walz. Resides there. The governor technically can live anywhere in Minneapolis, Minnesota.
Most, it seems, have chosen to live at the mansion, though, haven't they?
I don't know. There's pros and cons to living there. So there's our governor's mansion. It's home to many activities. Of course, events to receive visitors to Minnesota, but also protests. You'll see a lot of staged protests in front of the governor's mansion. What's this say? Stop line 3. So we have a big debate up north about the new line. There's an oil line coming out of Canada that the company would like to replace. The Enbridge company would like to replace it. The courts have ruled that they can replace it, but there are a lot of protesters up north who don't want it replaced. Problem with not replacing it is it might break the way it is and
That wouldn't be
leak
good.
now. So,
That would not be good.
of course, the old line goes over Native American reservations, and they've actually moved and proposed to put it in a different location. But you will see ongoing protest and debate about that throughout Minnesota for some time this year. The difference in that line and the line that President Biden stopped was that this line already exists and it's just being replaced
I got you.
versus a new line. So Summit that we were on actually continues all the way to the Mississippi River. About 5 more miles. And the Mississippi River, of course, there's the East River Road and a West River Road. And where it hits the river road there is right where the University of St. Thomas is. Great college along Cretin and Summit, Cleveland, right by the Mississippi River there.
And the entire route makes for a beautiful drive.
Hey, you know, as long as I'm here, I mentioned on our post that, you know, I'm a little bit sentimental. I'll agree. Okay.
I'd have to agree with that myself.
Yeah, and so on our post I mentioned on July 24th, 2020, where the first Live on Patrol was. And didn't actually have a solid name back then. I think when I started, if you listen to it, I said, welcome to Live at the Sheriff's Office. You know,
I remember that.
I didn't know what name we were going to call it. But then somewhere during the broadcast, you know, the terms Live on Patrol kind of came out. Kind of sounded good, I don't know. So you went with that. So, but you can scroll. Somebody posted it. Did you see that? Someone posted a link to it. I don't really know how to do that. Yeah, I scroll back on the Live on Patrol.
Oh, the link to the original one?
Yeah, scroll back on the Live on Patrol page. But funny story, because I'm pretty sure this is where the start of it was, right here. I was thinking it was Dunlap. It was actually on Syndicate. But if you watch the very first one, this is before I figured out I needed Pat.
Also noted that the Department of Corrections is also looking for the subject to the fact that he broke his ankle bracelet off. Subject is Jeremy St. Zimmerman, 1978-0803, driving a 2006 Cadillac CTS, benefit of plate 542, uniform Romeo Mike, information 1944.
Pretty sure this is where the first one started here at Marshall and Syndicate. I could be wrong one block. But, you know, July 24th. You can scroll back, you can take a look at it. Obviously the camera wasn't as stable. I hadn't figured out that I needed Pat yet. But I got to tell you honestly, I sat here for about 5 minutes thinking, am I really going to do this? I mean, you know, you're running live stuff.
Sure.
Am I really going to do this? I called my wife and she said, yes, you don't have second thoughts.
Just do it.
I took a deep breath. I hit the button. And there we went. Right down here. That young Adams kid had just had his funeral earlier today. He was the one that was killed over on, I think Central, I forget exactly where, but his reception for his funeral was right here and was just wrapping up. They had a little reception for him here. And just started talking. A year later, here we are.
Here we are.
I think our technology's improving substantially. But for those of you on YouTube, we are going to have a celebration on Saturday, June 24th at the Vadnais Heights Community Park from 4 to 8. There'll be a bunch of food trucks there, and we'll bring some water and stuff, but you can hang out. Bring your Winstons, you can smoke with Pat. That'll have a smoking area. and some fun conversation. Anybody that has any stuff they want to sell, feel free to bring it. Shirts, cups, whatever you want. We'll have tables there for you if you want to sell or give away or share your stuff. We're not selling any, but if you want to bring some stuff to sell, feel free to do that.
Oh, that pickup and hold they just put out on that Zimmerman guy?
Yep.
Do you remember that call right before we started at 699 Jackson?
Yep.
That was him.
Oh, it was. Okay.
Yep.
They're out to jail now.
Apparently not on file.
Really? Delta Charlie King 900?
Oh, no, there it is. Out on Wilson.
What is it?
Out on Wilson.
Block them. What we do is we pace the car with the same distance, and when we keep the same distance, our speedometers are calibrated professionally, so we know that the car is going the same speed as us. So that car was going 38 miles an hour. There's always a possibility of slight.
Matt, there's some bus tokens to pass out.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Appreciate it.
Roy.
Donated by an agency.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So, 38 and a 30, which isn't critical, but we saw him cut in front of us that one time. To complicate it, the whole matter more, there's a, well, this is actually, we're going 30 miles an hour, but on these side streets, actually dangerous. So we got 38 and a 30. We got one brake light, left brake light, that is out.
I can just have a.
Huh?
I can have a heart-to-heart if needed.
Not sure if that's enough. Definitely might be a little bit more than that here. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
What do you think? Check right.
I'll check right. Yep.
How's it going, sir? I know you don't look that happy, but you do know you were speeding. We were running your plate to make sure it was clear. Yeah, and we wanted to let you know also that your left brake light is out. All right. And mute this for a minute, will you, Pat? We got one. All right, so we have Counsel DeAndre.
You can mark this advised. I'll drive to the area under disturbance.
Part of his excuse was they wasn't sure who we were.
Happy to serve full point Sherburne.
Part of his excuse. Let me just leave it at that. But we had a nice chat.
Let him know about his brake light out. Let him know he needs to slow down a little bit. Let him know not to cut in front of people through the turn lane into the traffic lane.
Yeah.
And he seemed very appreciative.
You can see he warmed up to us.
Yes, he did.
Nobody really likes being stopped by the police. It's always a tough call. How to handle being stopped by the police. We don't have a recommendation, right? I mean, well, we know some things not to do. But in terms of admitting right away that you were speeding, knowingly speeding, or saying you're not really sure how fast you're going. That's a tough question. How fast were you going, right? Oh, it's tough. Every officer is different, you know?
Yep.
Every officer is different.
Some people would have given him a citation. Some people would do like we do and use it as an educational opportunity.
Right. We don't usually cite people under 10 miles an hour. In fact, most officers don't cite. I would say 7 is the threshold, right?
Yeah.
Or 7, but most don't cite for less than 10. A lot of cities have administrative tags, so if you're going 10, it doesn't go on your record. But 15 is kind of the standard for really egregious driving. And even that depends on the circumstances. But probably the most egregious was him going the speed limit on the side streets. 30 miles an hour on those side streets is hazardous when a little kid jumps out chasing a ball.
And actually, St. Paul dropped it on the side streets to 25.
Oh, that's right. They did, didn't they? Good. Forgot about that. Side streets are 25. In fact, right there. There's a stop sign. 25 miles an hour. Thanks for reminding me of that.
Oh, and just got a message from an officer that the side streets are actually 20.
Really?
Yep.
Well, and those are city ordinances as opposed to state statutes then. So they write a city ordinance tag.
Yep.
All right, so that's good to know. 20 is what it should be. There's 25 right there. You see that right in front of us? For Victoria. And all the side streets are now 20. It used to be the state. The state has a default speed limit that if it's not marked, it's 30.
Correct.
So well, we should ask those city council members if they think they can do that in Ramsey County. Oh, I'm just having a little laugh. That's okay, right?
You need to. Laughter is good for the soul.
Yeah. A lot of calls here. Someone was speeding on Rev Spence's street. Somebody's chasing somebody. I hope it's for fun.
Sounds fun.
Yeah. Oops. Love it when kids are out playing in their neighborhood.
Hello. Wet tacos. They make some good tacos.
is today? Wednesday, right? Wednesday.
Hump day.
Hump day.
What day is it?
Hump day. Every time I do that, my wife says, "Don't ever do that again." Hump day. So if you didn't watch our earlier broadcast, I know it's a little bit clunky, but we broadcast from the House of Refuge Food Bank. And it's an amazing thing that they do. You'll see the truckloads of food they get every Wednesday at 1 o'clock. Different participants. This guy's pool cue there, huh? And the amount of food they give away, I could certainly let it go. Hate to ever get hit by somebody else crossing on the red like that. House of Refuge. Please take a look at it if you can help out. A lot of people in need. Walk over there, drive over there, get their groceries. It's an amazing operation.
Absolutely.
Reverend Sharon Ross.
Good question, viewer. The sheriff or any deputy can enforce the traffic laws anywhere within the county, in any city within the county, and can issue citations in any city within the county. It's a good question. Hope that answers it for you. Assalamu alaikum.
Shikasan Jami! Did you have a death upstairs?
Yes.
Mute this for a minute. We heard it earlier. So we had to mute there a little bit because there was a death there. There was a St. Paul squad there. There was a DOA or dead on arrival call, and we didn't want to reveal any unique things as to who it was, but that was Sheikh Hassan Jami. He's the head imam at the Dawah there. I've known him for many years, and he was just giving an update to us on what had happened in terms of his knowledge. But someone had passed away there in an apartment up above the Dawah there.
And needless to say, there was some private information that could not be shared.
And the executive director of the Dawa there is Qasim Basari, who is a very good person. Qasim also ran for city council on the east side. And I've known him for quite some time. He's really impressed with... He actually was appointed. He was temporarily a city council
Yes,
member.
he was. And did a very good job.
Very nice job and good person. Small town here, really, when you think about it.
Really is.
Small town. Well, we are going to we're going to sign off here in a little bit, and we'll be back this weekend. We're not sure if it's going to be Friday or Saturday. We're going to get some gasoline. We're going to take a break for ourselves, little drink break, and what are you saying? The scooters don't need to follow the red lights? Crying out loud. I almost can't even believe this guy is driving this thing. I want to ask him. That's Yogi Bear on the back. No, what is that?
Hi. Is that the Tasmanian Devil? Okay.
Is that what you are?
Is that your nickname? Taz?
That's just my favorite character.
You know, you don't seem that happy to be stopped by us. Do you know why we stopped you?
Yeah, that's why I'm not happy. But I'm just trying to go home before my light just went out.
Well, we get that, and that wasn't an unsafe turn, even though there was a red light. But is that even licensed?
No, it's a 49.
Okay, well, what's that mean?
49 cc's, you don't have to. It's 50 and up.
50 and up?
Yep. But I did run that light, but I'm just trying to get home before I get stopped for my lights and they take my bike. I don't want that to happen.
All right.
That's all. But I apologize.
Why don't you double check on the fact about it needing plates? Just double check, okay? Do us that favor. And please don't run red lights.
Okay, I won't. I'm sorry.
Thank goodness you looked very carefully and saw no one was coming.
Right.
I did, but I knew what I did. As soon as I did it, but I didn't see y'all.
All right. Okay. All right, have a good night.
I just wanted to get home before they take my bike for no lights.
Drive the speed limit.
Thank you. I really appreciate it.
Okay. We're gonna think of you as Taz from now on.
Okay. Thank y'all.
Uh-oh.
Nope. Here we go. Shoot. Oh, damn. I turned the kill switch up. Y'all got me nervous. I thought my bike was gone. Okay. There we go. Shit, my phone dropped. It's this throttle.
Did this die on you earlier down the street?
No.
Okay. There you go.
It's just the throttle, we got a rip in it, so it's not catching like it's supposed to. Thank y'all.
Be safe.
Well, here's the deal, if we're going to get something to eat, we're going to stop into our office, check on some information. If something serious happens, we will pop back on.
There you go.
If nothing does, we're going to head home. We got a lot of stuff going on at work. Again, if you know any officers that want to transfer to the Ramsey County Sheriff's Office from a different agency and they're in good standing, have them send us an email, because we are trying to hire some additional employees. Got a lot of things going on at the Sheriff's Office. And We will see you either Friday or Saturday night. We'll let you know probably tomorrow whether it's Friday or Saturday. Appreciate your kindness. Thanks for watching the House of Refuge video. Help them out if you can, either as a volunteer on Wednesdays at 1 o'clock or with a donation of some sort.
They are doing amazing works.
And if you're a YouTube watcher, remember July 24th at Madness Heights Community Park from 4 to 8, and 2 days before that, July 22nd, we will be at Tom Reed's from 4 to 7 to enjoy your company, get to meet you face to face, and thank you. It's really more of a party to thank you guys for being our friends.
Absolutely. All right, folks. Thank you for joining us, and as always, be kind. And we will see you Friday or Saturday night.